When Zoe Saldana found out that Jacques Audiard was creating Emilia Perez, his Spanish-language female-led dramedy musical, she had a fantasy of working with him. Before understanding that performers with more life experience were needed for the roles in his film, Audiard had originally planned to cast women in their early 20s. In order to assist a cartel boss, Carla Sofia Gascon, in safely adjusting to a new and genuine life, he cast Saldana as Rita, an underrated lawyer from Mexico City. Alongside Selena Gomez and Adriana Paz, the four ladies shared the Best Actress prize in Cannes, where the movie debuted. Saldana talks about how happy she is to be working on a project that is on the right side of history and what it meant to her to embrace her singing and dancing abilities. Hey everyone, hope you're having a good day. Before going to the main topic, I want to say like this video and subscribe to the channel, especially in her first language, following her Golden Globe nomination alongside Gascon, the first trans actress to ever be nominated for lead actress in a film. Salda. Well, I believe that agents at some agencies do this with their clients in an effort to learn more about them. Even if they have been working with their clients for years, they still do this to find out where the client wants to go and what kind of work the artist wants to do. And I came up with this little list. Every actor with an agency, in my opinion, will be aware of this, and occasionally that list might make you think, oh God, they just want me to make this list. After that, we won't actually do anything. However, I have these amazing agents at CAA who are really passionate about the clients they represent, and they called me right after their meeting with Jacques Audiard because they knew he was one of my favorite directors to work with and that I would be a great fit for his next project, Emilia Perez. And you kind of feel like you're out of body when you get a call like that, you know? I recall thinking, oh my God, is this really real? When I got the call, possibly while I was taking one of my kids to a doctor's visit. I might be a good fit for the movie that Jacques Audiard is working on. What? Salda. They kind of come to life when they talk to someone who speaks their language at a party or on the street and you're like, oh, I didn't see that side of you. I'm just like that. However, it goes without saying that I was born in the United States and that I spent some of my childhood in New York and Latin America. Therefore, I don't always live with the awareness that I'm code flipping. It's just something that comes easily to an immigrant daughter. After a while, though, you kind of wish you hadn't had to let go of so many aspects of yourself in order to cross over, don't you? I was therefore able to include more aspects of my personality into my work when I was cast as Rita in an all-Spanish film. Rediscovering what I can do when I'm allowed to be more myself and explore more was really fulfilling. It brought to mind the type of artist I am and the person I have chosen to be, and I simply hope that I will continue to be like that in the future. Salda, I thought the portrayal was accurate in that regard. As a woman, I, and every other woman in my vicinity, are more than just mothers, wives, and daughters. They are who they are. Therefore, I adore it when authors and filmmakers can just build a person, a whole person, and then assign a gender to it. Do you understand? I don't know if you know, but these were male characters. Emilia Perez is based on the same titled opera by Audiard, which was loosely taken from Ecode, a novel by Boris Razan. Rita was a man. He was a 25-year-old lawyer from Argentina. Then, when Jacques' story developed further, it became clear to him, and I'm so glad he was there to listen, comprehend his own story and its direction, and then give these characters the appropriate gender when they needed it. And for that, I truly applaud him. We will only be providing women with greater opportunity to be a part of great tales if we partner with filmmakers that create characters like that, where a woman or a guy can portray that character. Salda, that character also fits in well with the type of feminine roles I enjoy portraying. She doesn't fight men just to fight them. Getting men to move out of her path is not her main struggle. Additionally, I like that Taylor Sheridan didn't squander these women's time by repeatedly putting males in their proper places or by constructing one-dimensional male characters around them. I am incredibly grateful for that, as I doubt I could have played anything in Lioness if it hadn't happened. Jo is a patriot. She has faith in her work and makes a great effort to fulfill her responsibilities to reply for the lives of others. She is a perfectionist, in my opinion. All of these qualities in Jo are what attracted me to her, but I believe that she is secretly terrified of dying because she isn't as quick or brave as she once was. Because she loves her family so much and fears that she won't be able to make the right decisions and keep people safe, she is now very afraid of dying. Her humanity appeals to me, and I appreciate how she makes an effort to hide it. Additionally, I like that Taylor chose Neil, Dave, Annabelle, and Joe to make it work in their love story, even though you would think that someone in such a demanding profession would have a life that is always breaking apart. And I think it's lovely because I know that certain people, no matter what they do for a living, manage to make it work every day. Above all, I simply wanted to share a narrative about women who serve. We don't really tell enough tales about these women, even though I believe they are real and help keep countries secure. And I believe it's time for us to. However, I don't support the notion that Lioness has political leanings. That's not at all what makes me appealing as an artist, regardless of whether it's red or blue, conservative or not. I recently saw a female character that I felt confident enough to portray, a cast that I'm thrilled to be a part of, and a showrunner that is frank and fierce. Even if I don't always agree with him, I respect his work. Salda. I believe only female-driven topics. All I want is to witness women share their stories and experiences, and I hope to be able to document them. Now more than ever, I'm pulled to the want to connect with women from all over the world, from all backgrounds, and from all experiences. Emilia Perez, in my opinion, was evidence of that. In addition to Jacques Audiard, these 4 women in Emilia Perez were what intrigued me to this project. These women are adaptable. We know these women. I feel so kinship with them. I had a great deal of sympathy for them. I was cheering them on. I didn't consider the impact this film would have because they were so stunning and wild. When I was asked to participate in it, my sole concern was the effect it was having on me. Salda, getting such feedback is an honor. As the leader of this entire adventure, Carla is a giant who can stand alone and is so magnificent. She provided a really strong example of leadership, hard work, attention, and passion. Her actions truly inspired us all to follow suit, which is why I'm so glad she did. She had the most faith. Her commitment to her work was unwavering. Her love for what she does and her deep concern for others make it somewhat contagious. Even though it appeared stressful at times, it was fascinating to observe her work and how she managed to find comedy. Half the time, she would make me laugh so hard I couldn't stop laughing. I hold her in the highest regard. She deserves it, and I am very delighted that she may create history with Emilia Perez. Because of her brilliance, her good character, and her sheer awesomeness, she deserves all the recognition and honors. And the fact that Emilia Perez will be recorded as being on the right side of history makes me feel incredibly fortunate, and I'm glad to be a part of that. The Lioness Season 2 finale on Paramount Plus is quickly approaching, and to be honest, we're still far from finding the answers and conclusion we've been seeking since the start of the season. We'll talk about that later. Let's first find out when the final episode of the 2nd season will air. On Sunday, December 8th, 2024, at 12 a.m. Pacific Time, the Lioness Season 2 finale, The Compass Points Home, will be available for streaming on Paramount Plus. This season, like the previous, consists of just 8 episodes. Thus, the final episode of this week is drawing near. The release times are shown below. The night is quite late. Therefore, it's more probable that most of you will wait until a little later in the day unless you're an avid fan of the show and can't wait to watch when an episode drops. If so, you'll be aware that the episode is ready to watch as soon as you wake up. The plot of this season has been a little confusing and chaotic. Furthermore, it's unclear heading into the conclusion if all the solutions will be covered. It turns out that Joe is okay and has left the hospital in last week's episode. Naturally, she doesn't listen to the doctor's advice to rest for at least a week. Her marriage is severely strained as a result of her leaving on another mission. Neil is furious with her and fed up with his wife continuously endangering her life. He doesn't think she's prioritizing and considering their children. The CIA's attempt to contact a Chinese operative, which was introduced in the premiere, is the main story point. In the end, will they eventually catch them? We're not sure, but we'll soon find out. But based on the summary, here is what we do know about Lioness Season 2 Episode 8. Really, the title of the episode is The Compass Points Home. Jo may have realized while on her mission that she should perhaps step back and prioritize her family. I don't believe anyone would hold her accountable for the amount of work she has done for the program. It will be fascinating to follow the story's development. A third season of Lioness has not yet been confirmed as of this writing. However, I believe the show has a decent chance because of its general popularity and anticipated cliffhanger. Let us know in your comments. And stay tuned by subscribing our channel to get more updates like this. Thanks everyone.